first time I heard that track, and you know this, I was completely blown away by that song. It brought up so many emotions in me. I just had to be a part of doing the video.
So he shows up and says, "Frantz, what do you want me to do here?" I said, "Imagine you've been working like a dog for 25 years in this building and you worked your way up to manager." I said, "Well, go be the boss." And he just went and became their boss. The real factory workers had no idea we were shooting a video. So in their mind, they really had a new boss.
That song is inspirational. I mean, that song hits home more than any other song I've heard in a very, very long time.
We were originally going to do the scene where someone just hands you your pink slip and fires you, but it's so much more impersonal when it's attached to your time card.
I know the emotion, but do you want it held inside?
It's literally like getting a phone call about a death in the family. When you get really bad news, you get that sick feeling in your stomach. You know, you get all hot. Everything's been stripped away from you. You're not even you anymore. Everything is just gone, washed away. You know?
I mean, listen to the lyrics of that track. What he's saying is so powerful. You see him losing his home, and he's just going through this torment. He keeps moving on, and it embodies the spirit of Philadelphia, because that's what we do. We keep moving on, and we strive to make it better.
Normally when people have a good day shooting, they go out and have a little brouhaha, but I'm not really one for the fanfare. I just did what I typically do on a random Monday night.
By the way, for those of you who can't recognize him, that is Rob, who played one of the cops who evicted Tony Luke.
It's coming. It's coming. 3, 2, 1.
Now, you might call me old-fashioned, but as soon as people start whooping out the staple gun at the fetish party, I call it a night.
Seriously, just take all the staples out of his head. Just take them out. Just take them all out. They gotta come out. Oh my God.
Let's talk about Scott Vogel of Terror.
You motherfuckers! Set this shit off! No one stands still! Push it away!
When you love doing something, people can see it. And he loves what he does. And he lives for what he does. And he lives for music. I was just a huge Terror fan. I'm just a huge fan of his band. We met through a mutual friend. Hit it off like that. He has a very, very, very old school philosophy on friendship. Like, he's ride or die for his friend. So I knew if I called him in, he would do whatever it took.
Dude, if ever I was humiliated as a filmmaker, and you know I get humiliated all the time?
Sure.
It was the day Scott Vogel showed up, and here's why. So Scott was coming to Philadelphia to play the tragic part of the veteran who lost his leg in a war and became homeless. So he plays a show in Buffalo, New York, stays up all night to drive to Philly, only to find out that the hospital we were supposed to film in canceled on us, so the replacement is just a corner of our warehouse painted white. I mean, I knew it was going to look good on film, but he didn't know that. Would you think that that would look good on film? So apparently with our prosthetic limb gag here, we have to use toilet paper to stuff it, and we're currently out. So if you have to use the bathroom, I am sorry. The sheets are filthy. I'm like picking lint off the sheets. Let me just move out this filthy pillow because we're going to be shooting from behind you. Thank God he's not seeing this. How does a pillow get this stained? I don't know who came up with the idea for like binding his leg behind his back. We had to bind his leg before the pants even went on. Have you ever tried to put your pants on with one leg behind your back?
I hope that never happens.
He's one of the central figures of hardcore.
Absolutely.
We have him laying on the ground with his leg tied behind his back.
Dirty streets of Philly, man.
And he's trying to put on a pair of pants. He doesn't even have his pants on. Action! The crutches he used were like from 1946 Girl Scout crutches. So they were meant to hold a 12-year-old girl in 1946.
Where did they come from? Why are they the
Someone
crutches?
found. I don't even know how we got them. So
Crutches are the easiest thing to find.
but the makeup girl totally has a crush on him, so she's just like feeling his dick every single chance she gets. It's like she decided in the middle of a shot she needed to sew a hole in his pants where his dick was.
Right, and he's playing a bum, which you would of course have a hole.
Yeah, he's homeless. Yeah. I really started to feel bad when he had to do his wardrobe change on the middle of the street. He takes off his pants, puts them in the car, and Doug takes the car, not realizing that he's taken Scott's pants. So Scott has to stand in the middle of the street for an hour with no pants on. Where was Doug the whole time? Eating a cheeseburger across town at his favorite cheeseburger joint.
Well, Scott, how do you feel?
I feel like I didn't know what I was getting roped into here.
Now let's talk about Gina Lynn.
Yeah, let's.
You have to understand that the whole reason Scott is keeping it together this long is the fact that his character's girlfriend is played by the lovely Gina Lynn, and he's scheduled to have a sweet, sweet makeout session with her on camera later on in the day. And for those of you who are going to sit there and act like you don't know who Gina Lynn is because you're sitting with your mom, she is one of the most powerful and popular women in the world of adult film. The sad part is he couldn't even enjoy his romantic scene with Gina Lynn, and here's why. On the military base, when I told Doug I wanted to shoot on the water, for some reason he thought I meant in front of the shit refinery. No, Doug. No, I wanted to shoot in front of the beautiful, picturesque waterfront where there's the battleship and the blue sky. So very, 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 very unfortunately, the permits we had were for the shit refinery, not the battleship. Doug, what were you thinking? I'm like, I didn't come to not shoot in front of that battleship.
Absolutely.
But the battleship is heavily guarded and has a humongous fence in front of it. So me and Scott climb the fence. We have like 3 minutes to get the scene before we get arrested. So he got one kiss and didn't even get to enjoy it because the whole time he's just scared he's gonna get thrown in the parade.
Yeah.
Scott Vogel, I am sorry. Straight up.
I am not Vogel. I fucking love every minute of torture you went through. Payback's a motherfucker. I don't know precisely what I'm paying you back for.
Yeah, what did he do to you?
Nothing.